So secondly, it's easy to implement. So when we talk about easy, we're talking about that when the content is in place, it is easy to implement with your students and get them learning. We know that because standards change, I know they changed here and they're changing in August, and our system is completely aligned to the new standards, and will be if they change again. That's the beauty of digital. But there may be new standards you're teaching. You may be changing grades. So we have a 5-minute prep for each of our units that allow you to understand the big ideas, look at the misconceptions the students are walking in the classroom with, and really get you up in teaching. The whole system is based around the 5E model. Many of you are aware of the model. We have an explanation of it that we've shared with you. It really is just good teaching practice. Our whole program is based on it. You have content in each of the 5 E's, as well as within our model lessons, it walks you through the 5E model and how to use the content in it. So we say three clicks and you're ready to teach. So this is the 7th grade Techbook, and you'll see as you get your login, you can switch grades extremely easily. Once you click on the unit base, you're going to get to your quick links, and if you click on the quick links, you get to your model lesson. Here you're going to have your learning objectives, your vocabulary, your misconceptions. We've created sessions for you with assignments and assessments and all of the content that students need to succeed in this area. So again, with our United Stream and Discovery Education system, we're in 50% of the schools around the country. We've dealt with all areas of technology. So please come talk to us, describe what you have. Let's talk about how it can succeed in your classrooms. And we can't emphasize enough the professional development that comes with the service. 2 days, completely customizable. It is not product training because this product is extremely easy to use. It's all about integration into the way you teach and changing up instruction so that you're delivering on what students need. And third, it gets results. So I'm going to, if you can click on Scott, I'm just going to show a quick video of Scott Murray, an area superintendent in Charlotte-Mecklenburg, talking about their implementation of Discovery Education Science.
You can't open a textbook and gather knowledge and content in a meaningful way, but you can do that with digital media. And not only can you gather and receive content, but you can manipulate the content and create new content and new learning and share that with others. Science has taken on new life and new meaning in this district, and kids are learning science concepts and learning about the scientific method because they're experiencing it on a daily basis rather than just reading it in a book or watching it on a shelf sitting in a plastic bag. And I think what we're going to see now, however, is we grow away from science, not really away from science, but digital media becomes more part of our other content areas as well. And we're starting to see some of that now. They've experienced the success in science, but why can't we do this in an English class? Well, you can. Why can't we do this in math? Well, you can. And so they are.
So as I turn back over to Emily to finish up, we can give you this case study. We'd love to show you the results that Charlotte had. I like to think about this generation in a different way because you're always getting a new part of the generation coming into your classroom. There's someone we work with who has a 4-year-old who's familiar with the iPhone iTouch. It's really amazing. I have a 4-year-old. It's kind of insane what they can do with it. So he gets the iPad, right? And he thinks the new sun has risen and everything is incredible. And he brings it home and he gives it to his 4-year-old. And he thinks he's going to feel the same way. And he goes, "Look, Dad, and big phone," you know? So that's what students are thinking. This is not complicated to them. This is the way they learn. And we feel like we've created an incredible resource to support you and the students in that learning.
All right, so I'd like you to think back for a moment to that analog camera we brought up at the beginning. If I was to stand at the door on the way out and allow you to trade in your digital for analog, how many of us would do that? Any hands? So let's think about, it does depend on a few things, right? So we can think about now how easily we have moved into digital. Think about that in your classroom. Think about the classroom as it looks now or as it did 6 or 10 years ago. Think about the comfort level you have now with digital, how it's become part of your life, and what that could mean for education and your classroom, and how students access content, interact with each other, and in the end, how they are transforming education as well. As Brett said, we are going to be in our booth afterwards. We're excited to talk to you, listen to your questions, and provide any feedback we can offer. March 15th is the last day that your trial runs through, and we're excited for you to hear your feedback as you get in and get using it. And again, that trial is open to everyone in your district. If you have parents on your adoption meeting, if there are you have access to that as well, as do your students. We do have time for just 1 or 2 questions if there are any. Otherwise, we'd be happy to speak with you afterwards. The free trial, you can either email Laura Lamb, you should have received her business card, or I can be sure to give you one. Or if you want to step down to the booth, we'll take down your information and contact you. One more question?
Your textbook should be called a source
A source book.
book.
I believe so. Yes.
Are there any minimum computer requirements for?
I would say you have to have at least 1 computer in the classroom.
I mean,
Any operating system that will reach the internet will work. So Mac, PC, anything that can get online will be able to access this. So thank you so much. We're happy to take any other questions at the booth, and enjoy the rest of your day.